Yeah, on OBS I have 2 profiles, one for my stream, one for yours, one for the Handelabra stream, and it says on the very top profile, Dolphins Die. So I'm on the right profile. I'm streaming to the right channel. But when I hit the start streaming button,
your browser.
if I don't have the right profile of it, it goes to the wrong one. But I do see myself on Handelabra Games. That's good. We're in the right place.
Parsec has changed to be your browser, just so you know.
Yes, yeah. That's okay, it's gone now. It's because I had it on my principal monitor.
Okay.
But there's nothing else happening over there.
Jeff McCuff says hello. Hello there.
So I'm doing something slightly differently today, although I did do this once before, but I brought out all the cards, all the physical cards, right here, so that maybe I don't have to keep looking at my hand every single time trying to figure out what to do. I could have the cards in front of me and I can think about them idly while John is doing things.
I'll try to do things collectively so you can be as idle as possible.
So I'm gonna try to quickly alphabetize these cards just to maximize the efficiency here, because you know, if I get the card Tsunami, and Tsunami is like the 5th to last card of my deck, it's gonna take me ages to find it. But if I'm looking for the T's, it's a lot easier.
Fair enough.
I got so many major powers on Thursday. That was the most major powers I ever went for.
Yeah, I mentioned in the chat, thought of an achievement idea to win with only taking major powers.
Yeah.
Once you actually lose a game, you can start trying weird stuff like that.
yeah, let's not do those achievement-esque things.
You can't sacrifice the streak right now.
Holy moly, your video just went super weird.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of audio like choppiness, but that's might be internet issues.
Don't mind John's convulsing on stream. Okay, he's better now. You're like having a seizure right there. It looked really bad, but it's all fixed. It's all resolved. It might actually have been on my end. Actually, I'm dropping every frame. Well, 18% of my frames.
Based on what I'm hearing.
Yeah. Sorry. Let's start over again. Hi. Let's hope the stream... Oh, we're right again. Oh, boy. It's a bad connection tonight, I guess.
Yeah, I can tell from the audio. I think that's the first thing Parsec lets go. So I get, like, jerkiness in the music. And dropped frames in the music, basically, is what it sounds like.
I'm gonna wait a little bit and hope that it's currently green. Okay, I'm just gonna...
You must dream.
All right, while it's green, we're gonna do everything. Hello and welcome to Dolphins Live, not Dolphins Live. Welcome to Spirit Island Saturday, the weekly Spirit Island stream. I can't do it fast. With LewdDolphin and John, where we play Spirit Island multiplayer. And sometimes with some special guests, but not tonight. But maybe in the future. And if you would like to be a guest on Spirit Island Saturday, we do have a 20,000 point Twitch reward. 20 Pointalabra, be a Spirit Island Saturday guest.
Yeah,
player.
What else are you doing with those points? Join us.
You could request that we hydrate, but you could request
hydrating with gin. Gin grate.
Yeah, so this is Spirit Island Saturday, and we'll be playing Spirit Island tonight. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity working against those goals are not welcome and will not be tolerated. And of course, Black Lives Matter and Happy Pride Month and all that. You can watch us at Handelabra Games on Twitch and Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You can find me at LewdDolphin21 on Twitter and LewdDolphin on Twitch and Facebook. Not Facebook, YouTube. I have a Facebook, but it's not LewdDolphin there. And it's more of a personal account rather than a streamer account. And John can be found at MigrantP on Twitter, and he has a Twitch, and he streamed one time, and I missed it.
I did. I'll stream again. Yeah, in my imagination, I streamed again, but I haven't.
I thought
have a
about
Facebook,
streaming
but
again,
also
but I
not-
never actually carried through with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll when I'm in my new apartment, if I'm moving next weekend, I'm going to have like streaming specific area, so that should be a little better.
Cool.
I don't know if you've seen the BuzzFeed, what's his name? The Unraveled guy. He did a hilarious episode where he's like, I got a bunch of sponsorship money, so I made my streaming cave, and it's hilarious. Highly recommend it.
I'll have to check it out sometime. All right, so what are we going to be doing today? Winning, as always. Pushing up the adversary list, doing more scenarios and adversaries.
I think it's Sweden this time. We did Prussia with Abe last time, right?
Yeah, we had the 3-stage card earlier. Yeah, so we're gonna do Sweden then.
Sweden 4.
Sweden 4?
Sweden 4. I think the chat had me do Sweden 4 randomly once, and somehow I won. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that was a good time. That was a good time. All right, so let's see. Dahans can be replaced with towns if invaders explore in the escalation to a land that has at least as many invaders as Dahan. If invaders do at least 6 damage to a land during Ravage, add an extra blight that does not destroy presence or cause cascades. It's just a double blight. During setup, add a city to land 4. And if the land 4 starts with the blight, put the blight in land 5 instead. Towns deal 3 damage, cities deal 5 damage. And after adding all other invaders during setup, discard the top card of the invader deck, and on each board, add a town to the land of that terrain with the fewest invaders. And the fear card progression is now 3-4-4. So we get to tier 2 at the same speed, but then going beyond that will be slower. Yeah, let's just jump straight to Sweden 6. Yeah, sure, totally. Absolutely. All right, give me 2 letters. Chat.
Me? Chat.
Chat, give me 2 letters.
You want to play whatever spirits get randomized on?
We'll play with whatever spirits get randomized on. M is not a good letter. It has to be A, B, C, or D.
Board M, please.
Azure says B and D. DF says Q and S. Chat is intentionally picking the worst letters. Well, Azure's at least cooperating. But if there's a seconded on B and D, we'll go with B and D. If not, then we'll just sit here for the next 2 hours wondering what the hell will happen.
B and B.
A and C are the best boards, so B and D. Okay, so we're playing with the worst boards.
Well, I don't know what's best and worst. D is fun. It's got that real big wetland. I like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what constitutes best or worst.
We can play D. Seamus Butler agrees.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm checking out the boards.
Let's put them in the recommended layouts. Just drop it right on top.
All right, so that gives us Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares and Shadows Flicker Like Flame.
All right, fear time.
I did Bringer of Dreams last time, so I'll take Shadows this time.
Okay.
If that's good with you.
This is gonna be a weird game. It should be good.
Weird game indeed.
You're in charge of actually killing stuff, so I'm sending it your way.
Lewd said earlier he'd rather be feared than respected. All right, so Sweden, we're adding an extra thing. Adding town to the land with the fewest invaders, I guess, is what's happening.
Probably the one with the Dahan.
This one?
Versus the one with Blight. Unless you want it to be the one with your presence, I guess. But...
Well, too bad. It's now in the land with Dahan.
Yeah, and put that one in the one with my presence, I think.
Oh, is it just putting it in Sands?
Yeah, it's because, so you can click on the deck, the invader deck. It discarded a card, right? So it
okay.
also accelerates the game.
Of
right?
that terrain, okay.
Yeah.
Of that terrain, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So where do you want it, Bringer?
I think there, right where my presence is, so I can send them packing. And also, it means like they're not going to be doing anything in sands this first.
True.
round, right?
Yeah, they're not ravaging because they're not building. So yeah. It does mean we're getting to the escalation earlier. Okay. Now welcome to this game. So that's Shadows Flicker Like Flames. That's that. I can put these cards away because we're not using them this game. I am limited play area here.
Building in the mountains, just towns. This go. Not so bad. This is gonna be danger zone though.
Highway to the danger zone. I do have an innate card that turns cities into towns. That's cool.
It's good. I do not have a good way to stop the builds, or any way to stop the builds, unless I like gain a power card, which I could do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting 2 energy. I will think on it. If you want to look at what you've got.
Well, let's see. So, I mean, I could have you push things from your lands with my card, but that would be basically
They're
my
not
card
on my
power.
land right now, but yeah, I could. Yeah,
well, you could get it to be on your land.
Yeah, exactly. I would just put them all in that sands that I would just let them build a big fortress there.
Well, like, so they're gonna, if they build that town in the middle, oh, by the way, we gotta land numbers this. No, it's not solo. In D5, they're gonna build that town, you could push it off of your land with my card, but
Yeah,
that only stops one of the 4 issues that we have going on for us.
I mean, 1 is good.
1 is greater than 4, that's correct.
I can also, like, I can deal damage and then push them, right? So, like, I'm getting an echo off of you somehow.
On Discord?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, so I have new speakers, but the speakers don't have a headphone jack, so I currently don't have an issue, don't have a means of using headphones, unless I try to connect it through a different audio port, but I haven't fiddled with that yet.
It's not super loud.
Okay.
So.
I'm trying to not to have the speakers too close to the mic, and I'm trying not to have them be too loud, but yeah,
Yeah. So basically, what I can do is with Predatory Nightmares, I can like do the damage and then push the town, like say here, push the town, and then it ends up being just this guy who ravages and kills himself.
Right.
So that's kind of the thing that I can do pretty effectively in the slow phase when they build a town. So if you also let me push from one of my lands, I can take care of both of these mountains on my that way. So that is a thing that I could do. And then I would probably also do a game power card to try to dig for something to also help. Or I could, I also still have my innate powers that I could potentially activate with one of these free plays.
Yeah, you innately have 2 card plays. I have to work up to that.
Yeah.
Well, not too much, but
I just don't have a lot of energy, so if I go and gain a power card, I might not get anything I can actually play in addition to Predatory Nightmares.
But
you're probably gonna, you usually with Shadows you want to start by gaining energy, so you can actually start.
Yeah, so if I take the gain energy route, I could definitely play 2 cards, and if I can play 2 moons and a fire, which I can almost certainly do, then we can gather and explore and stop a build, right? Because there's
that's space, right?
There's that B7 guy, so
Yeah,
we could
I
move
think
him.
that's
Move him into
makes sense.
B5 probably would be easiest. That is what? Range 1 sacred site. So actually, yeah, I can't do that just yet, but I could move into B6 or B8. Yeah, so I can take care of B7.
Or send them
B2.
into the sands, right, where we know that's not doing anything.
Yeah,
for a while.
ideally, if we get in the sands, I could put my sacred site there with my presence.
Yeah.
But
B2 might just happen.
B2 might just happen. I could replace the city with a town. The problem is that my Crops Wither and Fade card is range 0, so I'd have to be in that place or with Shadows of the Dahan target a land with Dahan, but there's no Dahan in there. So I'd have to put a presence there, but then I wouldn't be able to do anything else there. I would lose my presence there. So yeah, that unfortunately that's probably going to happen, and that's going to be 6 damage, which means that we get the extra blight.
Well, it's going to be, remember, cities do 5, towns do 3.
You're right. They do extra damage.
It's
So
going to be
actually,
9 damage.
even if I replace it with the town, it's going to be 7 damage. So you're right. So that's just hopeless.
I think I would just let that happen. If we want to bring
Alright.
Dahan in there and use your other card to like let them not take any damage, that's cool too, and they can fight back. That would be reasonable.
I mean, I could gather 3 Dahan into there with favors called Do, but they're not gonna outnumber them. But they would deal 6 damage back, which would wipe that entirely with Concealing Shadows.
Yeah,
So
I like that idea.
Because I'm now referencing cards that are in my physical possession, that means that you're not seeing it on screen what I'm talking about. It sounds like I know what I'm talking about. It's actually, I have a different
Yeah, you're so expert now.
it sounds better when I'm just talking out of my ass. But
I mean, we do want to collect Dahan together as well in preparation for phase 2, so I like doing that in any case, and also like doing a bunch of fear by blowing up towns and stuff. It's good.
Yeah, so then if I would need to do Concealing Shadows next turn. I'd have to do Favors Called Do this turn.
And I'm into Mantle of Dread if you are, so.
And I'll do Mantle of Dread for you. So I'll do Crops Wither and Fade next turn. So, yeah, so then yeah, okay. So that's what I'm gonna do. Are you gonna gain a power card, or?
Yeah, I could gain 2 energy. Yeah, basically, I'm gonna put a presence 1 away anyways, so I may as well do it. Get a power card for it. I mean, I could get energy, but I don't need more than the plus, so I'm gonna gain a power card, and I'm gonna get the air because I'm not gonna get 2 air necessarily this turn, so I will definitely be able to get 2 air to moon and get the fear card through you if I do that. So I'm gonna do this one because I'm gonna leave the 1 explorer in here using my damaging one, even though it's not necessarily the best board position to choose. We'll get there. Minor power. Give me a free good minor power. Savage mob beasts. Well, you know. Defend 5. That might be useful.
And you have the air permanently.
Oh, that's true. I have to, it's just showing here on the card because I've got it.
Permanent defend 5 range 1.
This one's better elements for me because I want basically animal and moon and air.
Right.
But it's hard to use, right?
There
is going to be a bunch of towns in my secret site.
Right. The problem is, unless the damage would actually destroy the town or city, you're not actually dealing damage.
I would need to. Yeah, it actually expires right away, so it doesn't really do anything for me.
Yeah. So you'd be using that just for defend 10, which is fine.
Yeah. I think I like Step the Strength. It's just going to be really useful, even if it's not elements. So
yeah,
I'm not going to play it this turn. So let's go with Predatory Nightmares and either Dreams of the Dahan or Column of Ice Dreams. Basically, I'm not going to go for the major power. I mean, I guess I could get the major power, but I think I'm going to go for the fear. So gathering Dahan here is going to let us get a bunch of fear. Let's do that.
So Azure does remind me that Shadows only needs one sacred site, and then Dahan would allow the 0 range ability to be used. But
Yeah. For an energy.
For an energy, yeah. And I'm just like thinking about like the Crops Wither and Fake, because like I mean this card and this card are both range 0. So they are generally hard to use. However, since we're using Concealing Shadows next turn to guard the Dahan that we're going to move, this range 0 doesn't matter. I can target a land with Dahan easily.
Yeah, as long as you make sure to have an energy for it.
Yeah. Which I currently have 3.
Yeah.
Gaining 0 because, well, I don't currently have 3. Now I currently have 3. But yeah. Spirit's initial 0 energy per turn is going to be very dangerous. We'll probably need to get the 1 energy next time, even though 3 card plays could be fun and exciting. But without energy gain, it's really hard to be able to play 3 cards. Unless they're all energy 0. Maybe that's an achievement. Only gain and play 0 energy cards the entire game.
Like never spend an energy the entire game. I like that. Never spend energy. Like you can still gain energy, sure, but you never spend it for any reason.
I'm sure they're like you have 3 0 energy cards. Granted, one of them was a minor power, but
yeah, I think you have to allow like gaining cards because like you don't know what the 4 cards are going to be, right? So you might have to gain more, but just never play it. But also like don't spend energy using special rules and stuff either.
Let's see. So do I need to be anywhere in particular? If I make the sacred site in B5, then I can use
your innate requires
my innate. That's what I was trying to figure out what it was. It's my innate. But I could use that in the sands, and then
you can still reach that mountain though with it. Oh, but you want to.
But it's a gather. So in order to gather in the sands, I need to be, because I'm not range 1 of the sands.
Yep, that makes sense.
So you were napping at the time this started. Did we decide to go full on fear? No, we decided to play with whatever spirits became automatically placed, and that was these 2. So
yeah, so random spirits, but yeah, and that therefore we're going full on fear.
Okay. So I'm gonna then do Favors Call Due and Mantle of Dread, and that gives me Darkness Swallows the Unwary. Now I only have 1 energy for the next turn. So if I do take the energy off the energy track, then I would be able to play both of my cards, unless I go for 3 energy again and not gain a power card, which I guess I could do because I do gain a power card when I reclaim, so I'm not in a rush to get new cards. All right.
Sure, Brad Guy, we do play with scenarios. If we have a second game, we'll do a scenario. Actually.
Yeah, we typically mix and match. We've been probably a little more focused on adversaries because these get leveled up. Oh, John's touching the mouse. The adversaries can go up to level 6, so we've been working up the levels of the adversaries to, you know, get slowly acclimated with each of the adjustments to the game.
Remove a town or explorer from the land of the sacred city. That's good here, and nowhere else.
Well, if I gather the explorer into B5, then we'll be able to remove that explorer.
Alright, so I'm going to... I was going to probably gather Dahan. I can gather them into here so we get the fear, I guess. It's not really useful to have them there, right? I could gather them into this jungle. Probably more useful. I mean, we don't know that the white land's useful, but we know that there's at least a city there. Oh, this is either or, right? So I could just get fear. I don't really super need to gather, right? I could just get the fear right here.
I support this.
All right, go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna gather there. And I could have targeted a land with Dahan for that, but I didn't need to.
Oh no, they built.
And they're exploring in the wetlands.
Oh, good, we left the Dahan down there. The wetlands are spread. Top and bottom. And evenly spread.
Alright, so I'm gonna Mantle of Dread. Bodon.
Okay, then I'm going to move these guys. I have to move the
Yeah, and
right order, I guess.
may push one explorer and one town.
And you can go ahead with the next.
Alright, and then I will one land. Oh, I don't have reach there. Ow.
Guess not. Well, is there a better place for it?
We could still gather into B4.
Yeah, they'll still outnumber them then, so.
I mean, they weren't gonna outnumber in B2. It was just nice to be able to combo that with Concealing Shadows, but
it's not gonna happen. It could be the wetland up at the top if you wanted to bring 3 guys into there.
yeah, if I bring from the jungle and the mountain, we would then be able to use Concealing Shadows on the following turn and wipe out that wetland.
I would bring that other wetland guy too, just like in preparation for stage 2, which is next turn, to keep them from.
Oh wow, it's already there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
so,
we already discarded one. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, like B6, bring all the Dahan that you can, because you can gather 4, right?
Yeah, gather up to 4.
Why are you pointing super arrow?
Super arrow. Oh, when I was gesturing with the thing.
Yeah. Oh, and lag is happening apparently.
Oh yeah, dropping frames.
It didn't like the super arrow. Okay, so 2 damage, push up to 2 Dahan. I don't want to push the Dahan, but I'm going to do 2 big damage to the town. Send this town into the fun zone. And this Dahan, I mean, he could leave, I guess. He's at risk of getting converted to a town, right? But then so are all these guys, so. Is it worth leaving him there to be with the Explorer, do you think? Or should we... If we move him... Actually, the thing is, if we move him to either one of these...
He's still equally... well...
Yeah.
Yeah, because if they do wetlands next turn, which they can do, then that guy's still gone.
Yeah, because they're gonna build a town. They're gonna have 3, right? So, I guess the question is like, it's less likely because we're switching. Is it less likely? I don't know.
No, it's equally likely.
Yeah.
Unless you want to go into Gambler's Fallacy, there's no way you can pull wetlands twice.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking like if it's mountain and he's not there, then there's no Dahan conversion at all, which is like a really good payoff. That would also be the right now for it would leaving him there increases the badness for mountain. Moving into the jungle does not change the badness for jungle. Moving him to the wetlands does not change the badness for wetlands. Does that make any sense?
Yes.
So
maybe. I was with you. Basically, I just.
So basically,
it does
like,
make sense, and now I'm wondering what didn't make sense. Yeah, because so let's see. So if they explore mountains,
if it's mountain, basically.
If they explore mountains and you push that guy, then we're good. So that's fine. If they explore sands, well, we're losing Dahan in D7 anyway.
2 places.
If they explore jungle, we lose the one in D2. If they explore wetlands, we lose the one in... So we're already losing one in 3 different ways.
There is a case, if we move him out of the mountain, that we save him, basically, right? That's the chance.
Yeah, so we got to push them just because that will take us from a guaranteed Dahan loss to a 25% chance of saving them all.
So I guess I'm going to send them into this fun zone, all else being equal. So unless, I guess I could, they're going to ravage in here soon, so I could defend in there and kill whatever happens there sooner. And I'd rather have like the extra Dahan down in here when we're not going to. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Was there a rider on that? What? Yeah, no rider. Okay. Yeah, that sand is scary, but it's a fun kind. It's a good scary. It's like a fun house, haunted house situation. So Ravage in the Mountains is one bad place. I could probably defend there by like putting presents nearby if we want, but I feel like it's going to happen somewhere that they're going to get a blight, and so why not there where there's no presents or anything, right?
Yeah.
But then I'm all set up this turn to defend, basically. That's kind of what I have. So I guess I may as well use it and then reclaim next time, right? Like I could reclaim one, I guess, but
right.
I don't have a good place to put my presents, so I can defend. But we don't have any Dahan there, so unless you have a way to get Dahan in there, it's not like that productive
to defend it, and just to stop two blight. Because I mean, like you could very easily put your presence there with growth option 4, because that's within range 4.
Yep.
And you have a defend 5, and then you have defend based on fear.
Yeah, like I can defend the whole thing, like enough to not blight. But the thing is, I don't have anything really better to do this turn.
Well, what is that? 9 damage, right? So you have defend 5. We need to get 3 more defend.
Well, so this is 5.
Oh, but you also have an innate 1. That's gonna do it, right?
This is also
if invader the present too. You're right.
If I want, so 5, 6, 7, 8. Because I think range 4, right, is anywhere basically.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You can't see you can't see B8.
Yeah, I can put presents right in there and then use my powers on it to generate fear. Right in that spot, so I can defend it. It's not. I wish we had Dahan there. That would be great, but we don't.
I just didn't realize that it was not range 1 of my presence. Oh well.
So that's probably what I'm going to do, because I feel like I could reclaim 1 and have sort of mad turn doing something that's not defending there.
Yeah.
But not doing anything useful. So I'm still going to generate a bunch of fear, and we actually have earned a fear card. That one.
We can actually remove an explorer town from a land with sacred site.
We can get rid of those guys that are in our sacred sites.
Alright, so that's already taken care of then. So
you don't have to play your card with the energy cost or whatever, because you can't now. So you've got another thing to do then.
So I might just gain a power card, maybe. I'm not sure though, because in order for me to get to the gathering of an explorer, I would have to play these 2 cards, which Concealing Shadows is 0 energy, even if I don't. Well, I guess I could still get 1 fear off of that, and that makes us all happy. Crops Wither and Fade. Range 0
somewhere with a thing.
So I could replace. They're gonna, if they build a city in B6, which we can't really deal with anyway. I could turn it into a town just to get rid of a city. And I don't have to be in that land, but I would have to spend an energy, which means I would need extra energy, which I can get off of that.
I mean, you could be in the land if you want to be.
Yeah.
and then hope to draw a defend card or something.
Yeah, so let's go power card and see what we get. Although you already got a lot of defense cards, but yeah, I'm gonna just do that. Well,
Defend 6.
defend 6. Yeah, there that is. Defend. So if that's town explore, that's 3, 6, 7. That's perfect, right? Because 7 minus 6 is 1.
Fight them.
If what?
All the Dahan will blow them up. So.
Yeah.
Good.
That's probably the card I want, even though it's not symbols. I mean, Land of Haunts and Embers lines up perfectly with my elements, but it involves adding Blight.
Add Blight. So good. That's really good because it does cascade, but like, if you have Blight in the land there, it's just like, everything's awesome and terrifying. I don't think that card gets picked very much. Actually, that's one thing we should... I don't know if we record what cards people are picking. That would be interesting to know.
Yeah, I could play it and not... I could play it for the symbols, but not use it, right. But, I mean, it does allow for pushing things anyway. I mean... I could push the town and the explorer, and then we don't have to do anything in that land.
Sorry, I moved the mouse.
Yeah, good job. Thanks, John. Like, I could stop both builds if I use Land of Haunt and Embers and Innate to gather the Explorer out of B1 and the Explorer in town out of B6. And then we have no builds on B
Is it
Island.
better to just let them, like, kill themselves on the Dahan, though?
Right. Because the thing is, though, we get a Blight off of that, and we get no fear. Yeah, I like fear.
Embers for the win.
So then what am I gonna do? I guess I'm still playing these 2 cards though, just for the elements.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, because you'll reclaim next turn, right? Most likely.
And that will have 2 energy.
I guess you could gain another power card next turn and maybe get something good.
I'm gonna put myself in B6 just so I don't have to spend the extra energy for Crops Wither.
Yep. Wise.
And I'll have Nature's Resilience for next turn.
Right, so I am going to teleport across the map. Pretty okay on energy right now. I know it's nice to get the, like... Actually, if I'm over here, I'm getting closer to being able to, like, target one of these lands with lots of Dahan to get lots of energy from Fallen Midnight Screens. Play that major power. Should I move towards 3 card plays or more elements, energy? 3 card plays is so far away. Oh, I was like, I could generate enough here, but I can't play enough cards. But do I still get...
Well, Concealing Shadows is a fear card. I can't reach it though. I can't reach your land.
Let me just math it out here. So I'm gonna have this and this. So defense 5 plus, and that's 6. And I can also do Night Terrors in there, so that's 7. And they're doing too much damage.
They're doing 9.
And you can't generate a fear in there? No. With this...
If I had put my presence in a different land, though...
It'd have to be in that land.
If I put it in that land...
Your thing was only range 1 presence, so...
Oh.
Okay, so I'm not defending there. I'm doing something else. Because there's no point to doing that.
I'm not losing my presence there, Asher. We're not blighting. We didn't take the blight card.
Yeah. So something else. So that's gonna blight there. with 2 blight. That's okay. What else can I do productively then? I guess I could gain a different power card and hopefully get something that I want to play. I mean, if I put presence in here, then I could call in Midnight Streams for 3 energy and a major right away.
We're not using Concealing Shadows on B6. Sorry, I'm talking to Asher again. I'm going to ignore him from now on.
Sure.
Getting distracted here. Yeah, so...
So I could gain a power card and put it, and basically get a minor and see what it does, and basically plan to defend this area. This is, I don't know what's happening there. This is going to play as well. But I can't defend that, so... And then basically I'll have 5 energy from going there, and I'll probably go off my energy track as well, so I'll have lots of energy and be able to get a major power, maybe do something cool. Maybe like Indomitable Claim there, right? Like, who knows? So I'm going to gain minor power. So we can't go back.
Uh-oh. Hey, remove the blight.
Remove blight? No, forget that. Those aren't my elements that I want. I want Shadow of the Burning Forest. Enticing Splendor prevents builds.
Yeah. And it gathers Dahan.
Yeah, so is there a build that I can prevent with it? I can't. Range 0.
Range 0.
No blight.
So you can't stop D3.
I could stop this, but not D3. But I don't want to stop this. I want this to happen and blow up. I mean,
well, if you do that though, then
I could play it next turn.
If you
it's
do,
not my elements. I don't want that card. Sorry.
I mean, if you do take the Explorer out of D1, then we do avoid the issue of what if they explore into wetlands and convert that Dahan. Because they're going to build a town, so then there's 2 invaders, and then if they explore into wetlands, which we don't know where they're going to explore, then there will be 3 invaders versus 3 Dahan, and they convert the Dahan. But if you move the Explorer out, even though you're planning on having the Dahan blow up everything there, it at least prevents the Dahan conversion.
What if we get another fear card? Let's get rid of that guy.
What if we get another fear card?
You're adding 1 fear. I'll be adding, at least 1 fear. I was going to play this to get a major power probably from that. And I could get 1 fear from this. That's not worth using for 1 fear. Right, so the thing I want to play, because I want to play Call of Midnight Streams and I want to play it. And there's no fast fear. I would move them into the mountain, I guess, right? That's where I would need to, or I guess into the sand, happy land, sand.
But I would the sands where they die of thirst.
Oh, but I could still put my presence there and get Call of Midnight Streams going. I just wanted to make sure I could still put my presence there, which I can. So, okay. Elements, schmelements. And I would love to have 4 energy, but that's...
Sounds like another achievement. Only play cards that don't match any of your elements. That would be a very hard one to get, though.
And win. Yeah.
And win, yeah.
Cool. All right. So I'm going to call in Midnight Streams there and look for a major power, because I'm going to have 6 energy, so I could, like, Tsunami or something.
Yeah.
Or I could choose a power to not play this turn anyways, right? So.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you don't have to forget this power, I could forget like Enticing Splendor after using it, which I might.
And it doesn't have any of your elements anyway.
Yeah.
Well, it gives you air, but you're not using that air.
Well, in support of that, Enticing Splendor, gather him into the fun zone. I guess I could gather Dahan into there, and then they won't get outnumbered. Oh, that's even better, right?
They would
That's
be outnumbered.
I can gather 2 Dahan.
I see. Take it out of the sands.
Take it out of the sands or out of the jungle, and this 2 is more energy for me, right? Like, this is lots of energy for me, and they won't get outnumbered, and
I got it.
Whoever's there. So I'm gonna, before we do anything else, use Call of Midnight Dreams, right?
Yeah.
After doing that, so okay. 5 energy, exactly. Gain a major power. Indomitable Claim! But I can't reach that land.
Aww. Should have committed.
Jungle Hungers. Yeah, some good stuff here. Power Storm. So Jungle Hungers and Land Thrashes have moons on them for me. I'm not likely to have the threshold on either of them ever. It could happen.
And you wouldn't even destroy all the... Well, okay, Jungle Hungers, actually. You would basically... You don't ever destroy Dahan. So...
No, that's right.
So
Actually, those cards that destroy Dahan are great because I can... Yeah. I don't get the Destroy City thing, which is 5 fears, so that's really good. But I could still, like, pick... I have this card that has a plant on it. I just need 1 more plant card, right? Or my innate power.
Now, bear in mind, you wouldn't be able to use Jungle Hungers this turn because you don't have a presence in jungle.
I'll put a presence there and then eat all the things here, basically.
Yeah.
Or wherever I need to put presence to do it, right?
But that card would stop, basically... Yeah, it would stop the Sands Ravage, it would... Yeah.
It's pretty strong. I mean, Indomitable Claim is really good, always. As well. And elements for that also not likely, but possible. Land Thrashes is really good with this adversary, actually.
True.
If I had Land Thrashes and Indomitable Claim, then they would share elements. That would be great. I think I want one of the ones with the moon on it, so I get my innate. If I forget the right thing. But I could just forget something from my discard. Potentially. I don't know if I want to, but it's an idea. Difficult decisions.
Yeah, both are pretty good.
The thing is, if I took Jungle Hunger, I would want to keep Enticing Splendor.
Yeah.
That's part of, and I wouldn't want to play that this turn. Could I play?
Would you be able to use
Land
Thrashes this turn? Not really.
Range 2. So yeah, and basically there's no blight within range 2 of me except here. So like, yay.
Yeah. We're fighting Sweden 4 right now.
Power Storm is cool, but it's not like we have that much energy. I mean, you get 3 energy from it, but it's basically me giving you 3 energy, right? It's not
right, yeah, it's... But I could repeat a 0 energy card.
Yeah.
So I would keep the 3 energy, but yeah, you'd be playing that card to help me, which...
Indomitable Claim, I might play just to like get the presence on the board, but...
I mean, yeah, that does that... So, do we need to defend next turn?
I'm gonna probably use my fear-based defend in here.
Okay.
Most likely. And then, because they're just gonna have a town there, so it's gonna be 4 damage, which I can defend with like getting 3 fear into it. They're going to ravage here, so I could, if I put a presence within like 1 away, I would need to like, I would need to not play claim this turn, but play it next turn and get close enough, basically. Yeah, I only get the energy if I actually forget Calling Midnight's Dreams, though.
Yeah.
But I could reclaim 1, but reclaim 1 is only. But if I play it, I could make my way towards that land with the downward claim, which is kind of fun.
And if you keep reclaiming it, you get double presence. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you reclaim 1 and you play that and you add a presence, that's 2 presences in a turn.
Be making sacred sites up the coast here, basically, by doing the reclaim 1.
So we get Nightmare, who's developing much more quickly than normal, and might actually play 3 cards.
Well, and potentially get up to like the any element, like, yeah. As much as Jungle Hungers is fun, I could always just Indomitable Claim to defend 20 in like problem spots, right? It's so strong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's not like, I guess, no, I can, it's not target a spirit. It is only for me. It's not the Blazing Renewal. But yeah, so okay. Let's gain the 5 energy, which is going to pay off long term as well. All right, so I'm not getting any of my innates by doing this also, which is fine. I wasn't going to because I forgot I was forgetting that card. So it's like I may play it, right? I don't have to play it.
Yeah.
I get the energy and I may play it. But yeah, getting that presence on the board is worth the 4 energy, I think, and playing it again next turn. To then Indomitable Claim right here. Okay. So I think this jungle with Obsidian is probably. I could go here, but if we want to reach there, I need to go. And oh yeah, I could get a moon.
Nice.
And then get my innate back that I lost and could have used before for getting All Midnight Streams. And so let's generate appears. All right. That was sorry. My fast phase took forever.
It was a pretty slow fast phase.
Yeah.
So I'm doing this for fear.
I don't think it matters where.
And it doesn't make sense because the mountain ravages have no Dahan in them, so it's just gonna be a whatever. As long as I target a land I have presence in, which I did. And then I'm gathering a Dahan to stop a build, or sorry, gathering an explorer to stop a build. I could gather into that land.
As long as you have enough defense.
But yeah, do I have enough defense? That's 3, 6, 7, and I have defense 6. Yeah, no, I can't defend that, so I'm just gonna gather into danger sands.
All right, so we could remove towns from my land, or we can remove explorers. I mean, it's nice to generate the fear, but I can't actually get rid of them ever. So
right.
it
might be better just to get rid of them.
Yeah, they are like, that is like 12 worth of damage there. So versus the explorers that aren't really doing anything besides, like, if they explore the sands, then sure, the build is exactly the same. So I would say let's remove the towns from mine for both of them. Especially if I had taken Jungle Hungers, that might be different, but...
Yeah. Oh no, they stripped the land bare.
The land bear?
They stripped the land bare.
Buildy build.
And they're exploring in the jungles.
Alright.
So there goes that Dahan.
But yeah. It's now a town. I can just keep playing Indomitable Claim every round.
Alright, now it's my slow power. I'm going to turn this city into a town.
Yeah,
In the
7 damage
jungle,
though,
the
and that will clear it out.
All right, so we have a plan for B6.
Yeah, I think I have a plan for my board. They're just doing 4 damage
Guess
there. I
I'm
still need a hot down there.
reclaiming because I only have one card, although if all I need to play is the one card. But problem is I would only have 2 energy, and I guess all my other cards are 1 energy, so that's fine.
Yeah, you're gonna go try to gain something you might want to play, or?
Yeah, let's go reclaim, and then let's take a minor, because I'm ages away from getting a major with my energy growth.
All the isolation can be nice if there's land that is set up for it. If we can block 2 builds.
Let's see, moon, fire, air. Only 1 moon, 2 fires, 2 airs. And I want moons the most. It's just not going to make a difference this next turn, I don't think. Although Gift of Power is 0 energy, and it's minor power, at least.
If you can block 2 builds with Call to Isolation. Oh no, it's push, isn't it? You can't.
It's push.
2. Yeah, Steam Vents is really good if you have Reaching Grasp, I think, but otherwise it's...
I can reach any land with Dahan in it, though.
Oh, that's true. You can.
And I would be able to take out the Explorer and B8 with it, which, I mean, it's not the most exciting thing, but I could also do it with my Innate if I gather.
Yeah.
That's
getting the moon or fire is... I mean, you have lots of moon and fire, so I don't know, but it's... The 0 cost is attractive. For the Gift of Power, for sure.
So what else would I be doing? So, like, I'm playing Nature's Resilience to not... to save that land.
And that gives you exactly 0 of your elements. So you're not having an innate power this turn.
Hi, John. Welcome to Facts.
Unless any of these cards that you drew here can deal with that land in the fast phase. We are going to get a fear card. We might even get to know what it is, but maybe not.
Are you going to gain a card?
No. I'm reclaiming 1.
Okay. I'm going to take Gift of Power. No. Hold on. What was I thinking? No. I lost my train of thought because that was not what I was thinking. Let's start over again. Analysis paralysis with LewdDolphin. Yeah, if I'm playing Nature's Resilience, I'm getting no moons, so I can't get my innate. So my only other card doesn't... Yeah, so if I want to stop this build, I would have to either destroy it or not defend, which is bad. So... I mean, Steam Vents... I don't have any Earth cards, but it's at least a card I could forget in 15 turns when I actually gain a major power.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Steam Vents.
I mean, or if you prefer Rouse the Trees and Stones, you could just use that to destroy the town that they built. Or do something else to deal with the town that they build, right? Like, you could use Mantle of Dread. You could play Mantle of Dread instead. Right? Like, letting them build is not necessarily the end of the world.
True, okay. You're right. I'm gonna take Gift of Power. And I can target with myself with this, and this gives me fear. Okay. Alright.
If you use Gift of Power on me, then basically I can just keep reclaiming and auto claim every turn and playing the 1 card that I get from you. You still don't get an innate, but actually, I might be able to get you an innate. think I can get you. Well, no, I won't because. Let's see. Yeah, I'm reclaiming 1. Pretty
Hey,
sure I'm just
Frenzy.
reclaiming. I could reclaim more, but I want to be adding presence to the board, so I can get to the any element, which is going to let me get then. Okay, so let me just do this. Reclaim, claim, place, range 0. Do I need a sacred site for anything? Do I need to do this turn? No. So I may as well have a sacred site here. I was going to play claim to claim into this spot where they're going to ravage. And I can either defend... Right, okay, so I can defend 5 and just let the Dahan do the work, or I could generate fear. I could use Night Terrors and generate... how much fear do I need? That does 1. And this does 1, so that's 2. But I can, with claim, I get to the any element, which I can use to get 1 more fear to make that be defend 3 instead of defend 2. Or I can do this. I can get a moon and then use that to give. It doesn't matter what I do. But basically, I could give you an element instead of me getting the element, but I would need to not do that. I don't think I can do that.
No, I would say because my innate would only gather and explore, which I mean we kind of figured out what we're gonna do with that explorer anyway. So
Azure Inc. we need defend 3 because there is a town and an explorer, and it's Sweden 4.
the town deals 3 damage.
Yeah, so you're okay not using your innate?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I think I'll get to use both my innates at 2nd level at least. Actually, this one will be at full level, so it's even better because I'll get a moon and an animal.
Oh yeah, nice. 3 fear.
Yeah, and so we're gonna get a fear card. We will get to know what it is before we do too much. So I think that's probably worth doing. So I think we want to first claim, so we get that element. Oh yeah, we got an interesting bug report that said someone got to the final step on Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares, and they're like, why can't I play any number of cards? It's like, that's not what that means.
Oh man.
Okay, so I'm going to take, right, if I take Moon, I can then, I do need the fear, so...
Wait, you can't gain an animal because you can only gain an element you already have 1 of.
Oh, okay, so I do need to choose animal then.
But if you choose animal, then you can't get Moon. Well, I guess
as long as that,
you'll still get that, yeah, so it's better than nothing.
That's what I need, like,
yeah.
need is the fear, so... because I need the 3 total fear in that land to defend it. So I think we'll do this first so we know what the fear card is. And then we can, if we want to make adjustments, we can do that. Choose different land with Dahan, invaders take 1 damage there. So that's interesting. I mean, it's too late now, but that means we could be like, oh, that explorer's gone, so we only need to defend 2 there now.
Invaders take 1 damage.
That doesn't really change anything up here.
Well, it kind of does. Well, no, it doesn't. Never mind. I was thinking I have my innate, but I don't.
And the only other land with the Han, we like grouped them up, right?
Yeah.
So there's this, so we can do 1 damage to the town, but it's different lands, right? Different land with the Han. So
yeah, so we can't double up.
And I don't think it's gonna matter then, unless we can move to Han with some effect. Well, I'm gonna just do my thing. But yeah, you're just defending, right? So
Yeah.
it's just a null card then, basically, for us. So be it.
Yeah, we could have revealed the card after this one, so we could have planned for it next turn. That is true. We did do that last week.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's like pros and cons, is like
Yeah.
knowing what we're gonna see this turn could help us with our current actions. Knowing what's gonna come the following turn doesn't help us with what we need right now, but
Is there any point to hitting the town there? I mean, there's no point to hitting any, right?
yeah, because D1 is
They're all
gone
hitting.
and B2 is done. B4, B6 is gone. So there's not really anything that makes sense.
Flip upside down. You can kill this guy.
Yeah.
I guess potentially we could have revealed another fear card. That is a thing that could happen, depending on like if there had been damage done to a town earlier or whatever. All right, the ravage happened. Don't explode the sands. Don't explode the sands. Yay! Oh, actually,
Wetlands.
that's not bad at all. Already ready for them in the wetlands with their Dahan armies.
That is acceptable. So if I Mantle of Dread B8, I could push them into the wetlands and then
Do the same thing.
and then yeah, basically have the defend ready for the next turn. And then next turn, if I can gather an explorer, I can gather the B1 explorer into B6, and then I have that ravage entirely taken care of. Nice.
Recording. Yeah, you have the only slow power, so go ahead.
I would just need to get my cards back, which means I'm going to end up reclaiming. But
Oh, right.
well, I'll figure it out. So me and that. So what is this? I'm pushing. Oh, I'm pushing. Okay, so I'm not dealing damage.
Yeah. And we're going to have another fear card next turn. So, I guess we should have done that thing. Oh well. You have to click the Explorer first.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, do I want to push both of these, or do we do, if I push the town and then they build the city? The
I'd push them both. Because you can Crops Wither and Fade them, right?
Crops Wither and Fade would be next turn. I could replace the city with the town, but again, we have like that issue. Like we had a town explorer with a defend 6 that was just
They
enough.
can't explore the wetlands with Escalation.
No, I'm not worried about the
Okay.
the Dahan. I'm just thinking about the damage that they're dealing.
But you can... It's going to be the same as this turn, right? They're going to be at like 7 damage, right? Or 8 damage.
Well, I push Explorer Town, they build a city, I turn the city into town, that's 3, 6, 7, 8 damage in that wetlands. So I could push
so
the
if you
town
want-
into it, but the Explorer, I'm just gonna push the Explorer into the
Sure.
mountains. I don't think
Sure,
it's...
that's easier. I mean, if they explore the mountains, it's the same as if they were there already. So
Yeah.
explorers don't matter that much. Possibly 2 fear cards, yeah. Alright, so Ravage in the Jungle. This seems like another call for indomitable claim. But I might reclaim all of my cards this time, so that I have more things I can do. Because I'm starting to get limited by not being able to... If I'm going to indomitable claim... Well, there's different places. I do have this defend 6 card or whatever I've got, right? Defend 5? Defend 5. That could
Yeah.
defend
5, 8, 11, 12.
another mountain. But the D2 is like a huge attack, right? It's
Yeah, D2 is the
damage.
priority right now.
That's where I would indomitable claim. I would love to get some Dahan in there
Also
and fight back
B4,
as well.
jeez.
Yeah. I could throw a defend 5 into B4 if that is useful, but it wouldn't be enough. It's too short. 3 short.
Yeah, I don't have another defend card.
We would need to combo on it.
Can I get
So
fear for you?
There's D6, but that's not double blighting at least.
Yeah, D6 can blight. That's fine.
So I can claim into D. Like, the only feasible defense for D2 is a double claim. But I can throw... And I can throw that defend 5 into B4, because I will have the air always, so I can reach it. If you can, you know, add your defense in there.
Yeah, the problem is my defends are my trash.
Great. So you need to reclaim.
Yeah. Which means I'm not growing.
Are your defense range enough, or are they range 0?
They have range.
Okay, range.
Or at least it singular has range.
So that would be enough if you can play that, but obviously just reclaiming 2 cards is not the best.
If I reclaim this turn, then I'm reclaiming next turn to play that on B6 again.
Sometimes it be like that. I mean, I could abdominal. Okay, so I could. Can you get down to me to help defend D2? Alternatively, I could abdominal claim into B4 with 20 defense. Then can you help defend D2? You would need to bring your defend card to the table there. You need a sacred
yeah,
site,
but that
right?
doesn't have range unless you can get a Dahan in there. But
oh yeah, can we get it? I only have 2 card plays, right? I'm not getting to 3 card plays for a while. So unless you can get a Dahan over there or together potentially. But I'm not gonna. If I'm only playing defense, then I'm not moving Dahan, basically.
yeah. Yeah, my main problem is my only fast card is the one that says Dahan take no damage from.
Yeah, and the Dahan just aren't where they need to be, right? Like.
Yeah. And I could gain a power card, so I could still add a presence. If I reclaim, do I have the energy? I would have 1 energy, so I'd be playing Nature's Resilience and an energy 0 card.
So I think what's happening is one of these is going to double blight, and then that probably means it's B4 because there's no presence there to get destroyed.
Yeah, but then we're going to be destroying presence or forgetting cards, or maybe forgetting cards.
I mean, we're going to get fear cards, so we might get defend coastal lands. We could try to bank on getting defend coastal lands, and maybe we can defend in all 3 places.
Maybe I should just take a power card and gamble?
So we already got the good defend cards. There's one that defends the jungle for 3, but I think it's in the discard pile, right? You want to pull that up? Is it? What's the one? Dark and Tangled Woods. Yeah. I think there's another defend. Also the defend 10 card is gone.
Yeah.
I don't know what other good defend cards are left. I mean, you have your deck in front of you, but...
Hey, let's see what defend cards are still left. Pull Beneath the Hungry Earth is still in the deck. That doesn't defend. Entrancing Apparitions defends 2. It's still in there.
I mean, Entrancing Apparitions also, if you can get the town away from there, that's the problem, right?
Yeah, so if I can somehow just gather a town.
I can defend the city with my card. It's the town that's the problem.
Lure of the Unknown hasn't been found yet.
Yeah. So,
right?
Do you have a card right now that can...
Or do you have it? No, of course you have it. I have it right here. I mean, if I can deal 2 damage or gather a town fast, right?
Yeah. Typically, stuff that does that much damage in the fast phase costs 2 energy, though.
But if I add a presence, I get 2 energy.
Okay. Oh, right, you get 3 energy.
Well, 2 additional energy.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna gamble.
All right. I'm okay with the gamble. I mean, worst case, we know what our situation is, right? So.
Yeah. Gather a town. Hey, Lure of the Unknown. Exactly.
And
the
look at those elements too. Also, jungle defend 4. That is a thing.
Yes.
So,
but Lure of the Unknown.
Lure of the Unknown is kind of perfect for you. So
it has exactly the elements I want.
Plus, for some reason, you have lots of plant. In case you could get a major plant power.
Do I have a card that wants plant?
Not right now, but you've been picking them up.
Yeah.
Like literally all the cards.
Yeah, we could also drift down to Slumber, but it doesn't give me Moon.
No, I think Lure of the Unknown is like.
As long as there's a land without invaders next to it.
Oh
that's
yeah.
The other problem.
Is there though? There isn't.
No.
Oh man, there's no land with no invaders around that land.
Well, we could maybe if I could gather an explorer, right? If I do Lure of the Unknown and then another.
Are you able to do your base power? Yeah, I got them out of the
Another
wetlands
moon.
there. Then you send them to the wetlands where you don't want them, but oh well.
Well, I could gather.
I guess
I could gather into the jungle. The Ravage is fine.
It's because you wanted to put that guy in the mountain instead of the wetland.
No, if I. You're right. You're right. Remember when I said, it doesn't matter? It mattered. But no, if I do my innate, I could. Oh, but yeah, I wouldn't be moving this explorer in B1.
7. The legacy of B7 has come back.
I have to play Crops Wither. That was my other play, so.
That was for D6.
Yeah. But if I take Drift down into Slumber, I also get my innate. I mean, I guess like moving the Explorer out of B1 is not happening anymore.
Well, Drift down to Slumber would be if we're going to do the defend way.
Whereas Lure of the well, you still have to defend, but if you do defend 5, that takes care of that, right? And then you could do whatever for D2, and then we let the D6.
I think Lure of the Unknown is more useful, like generally though.
Yeah.
If you can make it work this turn, I think that's better.
Oh, you're also gaining a power, right? You're reclaiming all.
I'm gonna reclaim all. Yeah.
Okay, so let me let you.
Yeah.
Look
yeah,
at your
maybe
cards.
I'll get something. I mean, I could just reclaim 1, and like I could literally just reclaim Indomitable Claim because I'm gonna play both of those 2 cards. But then I'm not like enhancing my presence in any direction, right? I'm just consolidating. I guess that's fine. Maybe I will just. What do you think? I still don't get my elements right this turn, anyways. So
if you reclaim 1, you add a presence.
If I add a presence, it will be card play track.
Yeah, you get closer to 3 card. You would be able to do 3 card plays your next turn.
Oh, that's.
Or no, if you, but you have to reclaim all, and you wouldn't.
Yeah, unless you give me minor powers, but you're doing other stuff, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, it's this turn or next turn reclaim cards, and if I reclaim them now, then I don't have to next turn, right?
Right.
Because I probably don't need to Indomitable Claim next turn. Well, maybe I still do, but I could do reclaim 1 then. That's my thought about that. Basically, it's probably either of these in whatever order. So maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it doesn't matter at all. Let's just do this. There. Play these 2. Yeah, I get no. Oh, I do get any element, so I can get more fear generation. which I may as well. Okay. So you can pick your card. Unless you think it's more useful for me to gain a power card that I might want to play instead of these cards, that would be the reason to go the other way. If you haven't. Right, that would be the other reason to do the other way. It's kind of equivalent, right?
Well, if you reclaim next turn, you get these cards back, so it's...
Oh yeah, I get them all back.
You'll have your reclaim postponed, so then you'll have these cards back.
That's probably better,
so.
yeah.
Yeah. Now I can place a presence.
And I will get claim again, whereas if I did the other way, I wouldn't have claim again.
Now we are defending this land, right?
Yes. I'm defending 5, so you do your part and I'll do my part.
Alright, and then it was... what was the other one? Oh, Crop's Wither.
So you have your innate, so you need your innate, and then lure the shadows into the place that you sent them away from. That's funny.
Yeah, so then... If I Darkness Swallows, I could lure it into the jungle. I don't think that...
That seems fine.
Thing. And then,
yeah,
gather
like a little
town.
conga line.
All right.
I have defend 5 in that space and defend 20 in this space. Yeah, card plays.
Spirit Island Congo, the spin-off game.
We get a fear card, and we don't know what it's going to be. So we should have probably chosen the other card. Maybe, but we're done.
It's happened.
Click it if you're confident.
I'm confident.
That we did the right thing.
Each player chooses a different land, and chosen lands gather up to 2 Dahan, then 1 damage if Dahan are present.
We can actually fight them in these places that have no Dahan. This is excellent. Okay, so this land, I bring 2 Dahan, right? Like, there's no reason to not bring 2 Dahan. They're gonna build there, but
yeah.
And then we can.
1 damage. It's only 1 damage. Oh, but they're gonna attack back, so that's 4 damage.
Yeah. So 1 damage to the city.
Yeah.
So that it spreads out evenly. Yeah.
Okay.
And the same thing for the other jungle.
Yeah.
And bring in these 2 guys, and actually they're going to be safe from exploring. Yeah.
I like this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it.
Yeah, 1 damage to the city.
We successfully avoided Blighted Island.
Killed a bunch of guys. That was a great fear card. All right. Yeah, city and attack. Man, Double Claim is being so good. All right, a blight. But only 1 blight, so we're still a healthy island. All right, wetlands is the next fire put out. But we haven't Double Claim again. And I'll get all my defend cards back.
And they're exploring in the mountains. Oh boy, Danger Mountain.
Danger Mountain. I can't reach that with Claim. It's a blight-tastic mountain.
Let's see. So I have to do this here. That's happening. And then I have to...
Oh, there's still 1 more stage 2 card, but... So it's either Sands or... Let's put the deck here. Sand or...
Or Coastal.
Coastal. Sand or Coastal. Right. Okay.
So if I'm doing defend, I need to reclaim all.
I kind of hope that it's Coastal, based on the board, but I don't know. We're more set up to deal with at least my coast. I'm ready.
Will have 5 energy. Is that major power time?
Well, I'm also reclaiming all and getting a power card. So I have a major and probably not enough energy to play 2 majors, so I'm getting a minor power.
You know, all my cards are 1 or 0 energy. This might be major time for me.
Well, these are the minors that I got, if that helps you decide. I'm probably going to take Veil of the Night's Hunt because that's delicious and that solves problems.
Gives you elements.
Also, let's like kill all these guys. That's perfect. There's no reason for me to not choose that, right? Like, is there? I mean, this is fear. That's fine. This just solves this problem this turn for 1 energy.
Yeah.
And gives me my exact elements. And then next turn I can use it to send the Dahan on their merry way, so perfect. I mean, I don't have to pick it before you pick a card, but I can't imagine not picking it.
Well, I'm gonna rewind. All right, let's see. Oh, these are all 2 or 3. That's good.
Oh, they're cheap.
We went to 5 Dahan from target land to any land. Remember what we learned on Thursday about Rapid Wings of Sunlight? It's not push.
It's the perfect card for that scenario. And for, like, the Dahan Insurrection. It's outrageous. They don't just paratroop, they paratroop guns blazing.
Yeah, these are not really giving me my symbols. Entwined Power is the only one that gives me Moon.
Vigor the Breaking Dawn also solves your problem in the north without you having to defend it.
True.
So that is also real good. So does Winds of Rust and Atrophy, which does include defense. Yeah, this is you want all of these cards. Entwined Power is actually really good because our presence is pretty separate on the board right now. Yeah, Winds of Rest is really cheap for
it also target Spirit gains a power card. You gain one of the power cards they did not keep. I like that. But
but you can only pick one.
I can only pick one. Well, yeah, so what happens, though, if I take Entwined Power? Does that help with our situation here?
I wouldn't probably take that. I think we each have our own areas decently situated, but...
You would what? You wouldn't take
I wouldn't take... Yeah, unless, like,
well,
the other things are more, like...
It just would mean that you could defend, like, my area a little more easily. You could use
I guess that's true. I could Indomitable Claim right there.
Indomitable Claim there next turn.
Sure. I mean, if you've got all your other things sorted out without needing these majors, then...
But yeah, so, like, if I mean, I don't have to use it this turn. Like, so, I have a plan for B6 is the thing. So, like, what could I do for B1? Do any of these help with B1? Winds of Rust doesn't require...
I mean, it replaces a city with a town and defends 6.
Yeah.
And you can do it twice if you have the elements, which you don't. Oh, you
I mean, like,
water.
the Dahan stuff is really fun, but...
You might actually have the elements for that if you play the right cards. Repeat it.
But yeah, that would take care of B1. That's the other situation. That's 4 damage, and I can't...
Oh, B1, right. Yeah, B1. I wasn't even thinking about B1. You could lure the unknown.
Oh, I guess I could lure the unknown into B4.
Yep. Yeah, just move the town.
And I already have a card that does replace a city with a town, but I guess that means I could forget that card.
I mean, then you could have both. I don't know if I would forget.
Porque no los dos. But like, I have to forget one.
I haven't played Gift of Power yet.
I've not used this yet because I haven't had a good opportunity, but yeah, I probably won't have a good opportunity. I'm gonna take Winds of Rust.
When you only have 2 card plays, it's not a priority usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, Winds is fast and Crops is slow. I thought you were gonna use that next turn on like B2.
I'm gonna use that next turn on B2.
And if you save enough cards, you could get the repeat on it. Because I think you have. Oh, you did. It calls for. Yeah.
It needs 3 water. I don't have
water.
3.
I might be able to give you one.
Unless you could, yeah, give me a duplicate water.
We can probably plan for trying to do that, but not guaranteeing it. If you, as long as you save your other.
Well,
you have
Nature's
other
Resilience
water?
was not working for that, right? Because that's.
Oh, you don't have other water. I thought you had another card with water somewhere, but did you just forget it, maybe? Or no, I don't know. It's gone.
I forgot Gift of Power, which has water.
Yeah, so that's why.
Do I want to keep Gift of Power then for the water?
Well, you can only play 2 cards anyways, though, right? So,
I mean, I'll have 3 cards next turn. Would I have the energy for that? Well, yeah, right now I'm going to have 7 energy next turn.
I think we can sort it in any case.
So let me then go back a step and just see.
Elemental Boon is still available in the minor power deck. Yeah, we should go back to where you choose to forget, but this is not going back that far.
It's having you select minor power. Ah, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
So
it just pops it up, helpfully.
So if I want to play for this... Well, the problem is Gift of Power doesn't give me air, so I'd still need to get an air off of you.
Well, no, you could play it if you're playing 3 cards.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, right. You would need it. Right.
I could play 3 water cards, but...
Yeah, so basically we'd need to have Boon.
Wait, I don't have 3 water cards. Oh, but... Oh, I don't have 3 water cards. And I can't get 3 air anyway, so I can't really get the repeat anyway. We can't do that.
Right now, yeah.
Not until I get 4 cards.
So if you want to forget Gift of Power, it's fine.
Alright. And you lost your thing because of the bug. So let's do that. So I think the fix is to do this minimize and then bring it back up. Because then it gives you that icon back.
Yeah.
The temporary fix. That.
I still want the card I wanted.
Yeah.
After all that, Veil the Night's Hunt.
Okay, and then I'm gonna gather and defend. No, not that defend. This defend. And I forget what
you're gathering to move the town out of V1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, all these cards this is the first time I've reclaimed all my cards, right? In the game. It's like, oh, this card I
look at all these cards I've never had before.
Alright. I want... Is this only one? It's only 1 energy, and it accomplishes everything I want, and it could be range 0, and I would still be happy with it, and it unlocks like all my innates at level 2. So good. I mean, there are things contributing to that, but... okay, what are we doing? So that takes care of that land. This is happening for 8-10 damage, so it's probably a nominal claim. I only have 1 more card play, right? So it kind of has to be claimed in that land, because I can't defend. Well, I could probably generate a lot of fear there. Oh, but it's only defend 1 per fear. I can't defend that much fear there, so
nor can I.
It's got to be claimed, which I'm okay with. I'm going to be getting to 3 card plays and won't have enough. And I might have enough energy to play claim.
But how many turns until you get to any card plays?
Any number of card plays and any number of energy. Any energy. That's what that means, right? Any energy.
And then the upgrade is 5.
Oh, and I get a moon. So I've fully unlocked my elements. So if you need another element, say a moon.
That would gather an explorer. So what do I do with that? Does that change
what you're going to do? Because I don't know if it changes what you're doing.
It only gathers an explorer, and it's not going to stop a build. So I don't know.
There's a mountain something that's going to build. But I am not even worried about builds right now. Cool. You get your innate to do something with if you want.
Yeah.
All right. So you want to do your stuff, or want me to do my stuff? Do your stuff.
All right, now your stuff.
Okay. So, I mean, I could. We have a fear card. Do we want to
Oh
know
right,
what
we are
that
going to
is, or
reveal
we
something.
wanna-
Yeah, so let's rewind in case it's not really going to matter.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it might be like wetlands are deleted.
I can't see far enough into D to do anything appreciable.
So you want an element, so I'm going to choose you.
Yeah.
And we want not this card, but this card, do you think?
Yeah, let's try for that
I don't
and
know.
see.
The
We can
deck-
plan for that a little better.
Each player replace one town with one invader or explorer in a coastal land. Sure.
Well, if the
Okay.
next explorer is coastal, that's really good.
And you want a moon.
Yeah.
Unless you want to remove a blight instead, which doesn't work.
I don't have water.
Oh, I guess I could have. No, I don't have enough. I'm never going to get the thing on that, and I don't generally want it necessarily. Right, you can do your.
Oh yeah, I could pay energy. I keep forgetting that shadows can actually pay extra energy to target any land. You're right.
Oh, yeah,
I haven't been using it because I haven't had energy, but now I'm actually starting to get energy. Like that's the
Yeah,
thing
that's
about shadows is that he starts with no energy, but he does get really good growth. So.
Oh yeah, you could block the build over down in the bottom. That's a good idea. And then they're going to ravage and kill themselves into D1. Yeah, I like that.
Well, the problem is though.
If you're willing to pay for it.
So each Dahan deals 1 damage to a different invader. Is that going to take out the town? That's not, right? Because it's a different...
Let's see what happens. Yeah, but Okay, I'm pushing this guy up here. Oh, but there's no actual damage because it's me. Okay, well, that's going to blight and they'll still kill him, so... That's okay.
So much for that plan.
I mean, it's still...
I should have said
okay.
something earlier because I wasn't sure that that was going to work the way you expected because it's different.
It did not, because I didn't read that it was different invaders. I could use it in a different space, but it's still good there because 4 damage kills 2 Dahan, but 3 damage only kills 1 Dahan.
Yeah.
So. Or I could make them leave, but I think doing that is okay. Sending them into the coast.
But the thing is, I guess... Oh, actually, no. Before you do Veil the Night's Hunt, I'm just going to do this myself. I'll do my base power on D1 to push this explorer
Oh, right.
in,
I
and then you
send
can
them
Veil
over.
and do the same thing.
Okay. Sure.
And now we don't have the build in D8.
Yeah, and then they still kill Dahan and peasants. That's fine. I'm placing peasants like mad, so.
I'm not. But maybe the fear card will help.
Yeah. So we're gonna get 3 fear from that, and we're gonna keep them from super ravaging here. And yeah, I'm gonna get to play 3 cards next turn.
Have you ever seen a bringer play 3 cards?
Never.
The fear
Alright.
card says remove an explorer or town from a land
Hey,
with
look.
2 or fewer. Alright, there we go. We saved the blight.
If that's better with it, I guess you don't want the island to go to blighted, right?
It's
So
bad for
that's-
me because I can only ever add 1 blight at most per turn, and if I remove a blight,
Oh, I
then-
can add lots of blight per turn.
You are fine. I am not.
You said you mean presence, but you said blight.
There are too many vocabulary words
We can keep them from building cities in the mountain.
in
there if we
B7.
want.
Yeah,
That might be the best thing to
probably
do.
because the ravages are taken care of.
Yeah. Keeping them from building a city, I'm pro that. Yay, fear card. Yay, more fear. Towns.
And they're exploring sands.
There's the sands, but there's no Dahan in sands. So no coastal this game.
No coastal this game. So the fear card that we will get next turn.
Yeah, we should look at that.
Oh, we have no slow power.
It's like, whoop.
All right. So next turn. Each player may replace a town with an explorer in a coastal land. So that means that this Sands is not going to build a city.
Other places, there's a ravage happening in B2 that would help with. And so that would be it.
Oh,
It's two
true.
lands,
Yeah.
right? It's just 2 places, so that's probably the best places to do it.
So that's 2
B2,
less damage
B3.
we need to worry about there.
Yeah.
So
3
that's
less
3, 6,
damage.
9, 10, 11. My defend is defend 6. Oh, but I'm replacing a town, or it's a town with the city with a town.
Yeah.
And that's going to lower the damage by 3. Or, but, sorry, by 2.
So
What was I
end up with
mathing? No, I was not mathing this
2
correctly, but I
towns,
guess
2
I did
towns and
kind
2
of
explorers.
accidentally.
2 towns and 2 explorers, so that's
Okay,
8
so that's
damage.
8 damage, so I'm doing defend 6. I could move an explorer out of there with my innate
Yeah, and
if
that
I
would
have
be
the moon.
enough.
Oh, but if I'm gonna get an extra card play, so I'll be able to do that more easily. Okay. Do I need energy? No, I can play any 3 cards of these, so I'm gaining a power card. Do I want a second major power? I'm only gonna have at most 1
Yeah, I could
extra
have enough
energy.
energy to play.
So I'm just gonna take a minor. Hey, you can get Dawn back.
The Dahan ways. Oh, an elemental boon.
No, we
That's
got
good.
the curse now.
Elemental boon for these 2 spirits is so good.
There's a lot of overlap. Moon and air.
And we have innate power, or sorry, major powers that we can potentially use it with, right? Like you can be like, you get a water, so I get a water, and then I can give you a water because you have a water. Whatever.
I'm gonna take elemental boom then, because I feel like as fun as
I think
Call of the
that-
Dawn Ways is, it's slow, and I feel like elemental
That's
boom.
going to
Will...
enable repeating that power, I think. Elemental boom.
Oh,
and I
right.
gain-
This one, you're right.
yeah,
Okay.
because I'm going to let you get an element, so
Are you gaining a power?
I don't know. So what am I doing? So Mountain Ravage, there's a mini Ravage here. There's nothing there, a little one here. Most of my stuff I have to be there, and I'm not in any mountain except down here. I could defend 5 to take care of one of those. I could reclaim 1 to get Flame or Build a Night's Hunt, which probably not. So I could just claim in here and like defend 5 over there if we want.
And we'll probably have B2 taken care of.
Yeah, the build in the sands is kind of gross. There's a city here. That's not a city, right? But town here. I mean, as long as we're generating fear and moving forward, I'm not too worried about it.
How far are we from tier 3? 2 more cards.
3
Well,
cards.
3 more cards. Okay.
Yeah, because there's 4 cards there, right? So we'll be getting at least 1 card this turn. Yeah, I can't stop any builds because there's too many guys. But I can, potentially, I don't know, getting Dahan in there. Gather up to Dahan. Yeah, generate fear. So yeah, like I can certainly get back Indomitable Claim and throw defends on these ravages. I don't know if you have a plan. You have a plan for this one, right? You have a plan for this one, or do you want me to help out with that?
I don't have an immediate plan. I'm just assuming that boon plus the Winds of Rust is going to fix most of our problems.
You can defend 6 on both of them.
Yeah, is that going to be enough if we...
Well, what's the range on Winds of Rust? Is it range 2 from a Sacred Site?
Range 3 of a Sacred Site.
So you could use that on the one in my area.
Yeah, I could see as far
D5.
as... I could see D5, yeah.
So if you can repeat that, I don't need to Indomitable Claim. I mean, I could because it's great anyways.
Yeah, so let me see. Let me do this for a second and see. I'm just gonna...
Yeah.
Place a presence.
But like you can already reach D5 with that power.
Right. I'm just wondering if I want... I'm gonna put it here, assuming that we'll have that dealt... I mean, this is temporary. I'm just playing things out. If I do those 2 cards and then some other card, Winds of Rust needs air and yeah, so it needs to be favors called Dew. So that gives me 2 air, 1 water, 2 animal. So I just need... I would need you to give me a water. I would need to use Boon to get a water. I would need you to get to your tier 3 moon, which you can very easily do. We can boon it if needed. And then I could repeat this. So I would defend 6 and replace, which is basically lowering the damage by 2. So doing that in D5 is that takes care of that. If I do it in B2,
you also need to use your innate to get one guy out of there, but that's easy for you, right? So
yeah, I could boon that to get the moon and the fire. And then and the water, right? That's the only other one I needed. So I would take 1 explorer out, and then I would turn a city into a town. Or wait, what was the replace town? Yeah, okay. So yeah, as you said, it was 2 towns to explore, so that's 8 damage. But no, defense 6 doesn't do that, right?
Hmm. B2 is only going to have 7 damage if you take an Explorer out, because the Fear card's getting rid of a town.
It's not getting rid of it, it's replacing it.
It's replacing it, right?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Wait, are you getting to your 2nd innate? I guess you're not, right? Because...
not with these cards, unless we forego the repeat. But...
yes, if you don't... I mean, I can defend in the places if needed, so it was more of a thing like, could you do it? But you're not really set up to be able to repeat it very well, I don't think, right now. I mean, you can repeat it, but you can't also do the other thing. I wonder if I can get guys out of there, right? Hang on. I have Enticing Splendor, but it's only range 0. But
you can still place a presence.
I could put a guy like here and bring... yeah, I can use a presence place to put a guy like here, presence here, and bring a town out of there. And then that's enough, right?
But if you do that, you won't have Indomitable Claim. But I guess you didn't need that for D5 then, right?
No, because you were going to repeat your thing.
If I repeat it, and then... and if you pull a guy out, yeah, then we'll have B2 covered, and then B7 you could do?
B7, I would use my other defend card. This one.
Okay.
But I'm not getting a lot of my elements in that case, but I only need to play like one of my moon air cards, really, right? Because you're going to give me a moon, and then that gets you the water, so...
yeah.
I would just play like one of my moon airs. I got them. I would figure out one of those to do. Probably one that generates lots of fear. I don't really need this defend one. Honestly, I could use this one. but I don't think I have enough fear generation for it. So yeah, that's what I would do. I would do a moon air one. Oh, this has air, so actually I just need a moon. So I could do predatory nightmares maybe, or something. We can see. So the question is, I would probably want the gain power card space then, unless I want to, because I'm not going to go for claim, so I don't need a lot of energy this turn. So
Okay, so if you're gonna gain a power card, I'll rewind
yeah.
a bit.
Yeah, you can rewind. I'll gain a power card, and maybe I'll have a better option.
Which the only, well, I guess I'll rewind to back to Elemental Boon just in case.
Yes. Just in
I always
case.
want to be safe.
I'll get a minor power, I think. But I'm not. I have energy, but I'm not like swimming in energy. Reaching grasp.
Well, that solves the range issue.
Entrancing apparitions could be really good.
That has your elements.
It has that water. Is there a place for it? It needs. Oh, it does. It's any. So it's a good if they're gonna like ravage somewhere and there's Dahan there and you can make them like.
Right.
But it also gives defend too, right? So we can use it to add on defense somewhere if it makes sense. But it also is good for blocking builds, but it's only gathering explorers, so it's not actually gonna do. I can at least gather a couple of guys out of here because we know they're gonna ravage there soon, and we don't want them to be as big. Probably bring them into the jungle here. There's also this foolishness. Yeah, reaching grasp doesn't have my elements as much, so I don't like it as much. I don't know if we need it either, right? Do we?
I mean, you said most of your cards you need to be in that land. That's why I said that would help your situation, but...
True. But I think I have enough other cards that I can do stuff.
Alright.
Yeah, they're building cities, but, you know... I mean, this is also adding fear and potentially generating more fear by destroying a town. I could use Pull Beneath like on one of these places to generate a bunch of fear. 2 fear, I guess. It's not that exciting. Push it 2 fear, push a town. Yeah, I think entrancing apparitions is potentially really helpful for the future, and I might not play this turn. And boom, yeah. So, right, player stuff now we've chosen.
Yeah. Is that it?
Sure
Yeah, because the error.
Yeah. So I need 3 card plays. I actually already have 3 card plays. I need to get to any card plays.
You're pretty sure we have it from here on out, just a matter of how much they want to style. Well, I'd say there's still a small chance that something goes horribly awry, but we do have it mostly covered. We haven't really had super terrible rounds, except for the one that we got lucky with the fear card, but...
Right, so I wanted this so I could gather the town, right? That was the...
Yeah.
But I could also just gather 2 explorers, right?
If there's a land with no invaders present.
Yeah, that is rare.
It's not currently true. Now. Could be true if I gather an explorer out somewhere else, but that would, I don't know.
It's good for the elements, that's why I took it, basically.
Yeah.
And what else was I playing? Just cards to get me the elements I need, basically, right? Oh, I need to defend 5 for that. And... Right, so if I play something with a moon, I'm going to be all set. So, I don't know if there's anything that where this is super useful if this go. Is there a place we could generate a lot of fear from Dahan? I guess this area here, or it would be good to get Jahan into this land where they're going to ravage soon, right? Oh, it's Or. Or.
Or
Well, they might explore the wetlands, so I can like hit them, or if they explore the mountains or the wetland, I can at least get the guy to leave and block the build for the following turn.
yeah.
Is that useful? Hmm. Yeah, I mean, worst case, I can move a town out of this land. Best case, I can like move Dahan and move an explorer away. So
Yeah.
it's worth using. So, all right. So I just need a moon. So you can give it like moon, fire, water, and you're gonna be all set.
Yeah. Right? Because then you'll give me a water, and I don't have.
Also, you don't need to give me moon because thanks Azure.
Because yeah.
And yeah, I probably should.
I mean, I'll still want the moon anyway, but
yeah. Dealer's choice.
all right. So before we screw this up, so the only other thing is that. So I need to.
Do you want me to do my power first, so we can look at a fear card or whatever, or does it matter? I don't think it matters.
Yeah, because you already have it, so. And I
no
already
other
have a
reason
water.
to use
Okay,
different
yeah.
elements.
So
Yeah.
that makes sense. So go,
So you want
John.
me to do that? Okay. All right. I will do this and the next one.
Yeah, let's go up. Each town destroys an explorer in a land. Each city destroys 2 explorers in its land.
Get a water. All right. Go ahead.
We're probably not going to get to that because that's 11 away.
Not at least not this phase. Maybe for next turn.
Yeah. All right. Now I'm selecting. Well, it doesn't even have to be you because you have no use for it. But
Sure.
it's either I get the elements or you and I get the elements. So I don't see why I can't. Okay. So water and moon and fire. So then I get my innate and I get. Why do I not have this? Because I don't have air. Oh.
Then you did. Oh, well, you don't need your innate, right? Because I'm pulling those guys away anyways.
Yeah. So I need air.
I thought you had enough air, but I guess you didn't.
I thought I did too, but I did not math it correctly.
Fire, moon? Or no, water.
I already got water. It doesn't have to be anything at this point. But moon.
So now you've got it. Yeah.
Okay, so then I do this there. Place the city. Do this there. Replace the town. And that's all I can do.
Okay. I'm going to defend here. And here to gather a town in. And that is 6 defense against 8 damage.
Yeah.
So we did it wrong. But
No,
wait,
no, sorry. We got the fear
fear
card that's
card.
going to come up. That's going to replace the town with an explorer, and that will then become 6 damage, and we have it.
because generate some fear. We just assumed we would have the card.
Yeah.
We only needed 1 fear, right? Or 1 or 2. So,
All right. So
it was just 1. Yeah. So
this
that
has
place
to
and
happen.
The sand, I think.
and the
was our
sand,
plan, so
because that stops the city.
all taken care of. I wish we had Dahan these places.
Yeah.
Part of the you deal with phase 2, and then your Dahan are not in the place they need to be sometimes.
Yeah, I haven't done Favors Called Due in a long time, but now I can, and we'll see what we can do with it. And they're exploring mountains and wetlands. Okay.
Actually, that's what I wanted, at least for the bottom. Sort of.
Yeah, every land has invaders now.
Not great for entrencing empresses after all. Well, I'm going to Predatory Nightmares in the bottom here.
Yeah.
And send this guy. This is going to be... I mean, I could just claim here to do an arbitrary amount of defense. The one guy being over there, he's not going to get killed by the Dahan I bring there, so I may as well just send him somewhere else. Good job. And 2 guys can go in here.
Is there... I mean, I guess I could reach that land, but... Ravage in the Sands. This... Yeah, range 1, any... If I do it here...
You could outnumber them there.
Yeah.
And we can also defend it easily, so...
There we go.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom quick, but I'll be right back.
Alright, John is quitting the game. Alright, so now it's just me. Hi guys, welcome. Welcome. I want to get away with not reclaiming this turn just because I have not had much growth in this game. That said, the only growth I would really get is an extra energy, which if I take Route 3, I actually would get 3 more energy, but I don't need that, right? Because I have 4 energy to play 2 energy worth of cards. If I grow, I get an extra energy. So I could take a card that would cost 3 energy, but let's see, what can I do? I'm playing these 3 cards, right? That's gonna give me 3 moon, 2 fire, so that's automatically leveling this up. I'm destroying up to 2. I'm gathering 1, destroying up to 2, and a fear for every invader destroyed. Internet died and came back to John is quitting the game. Sorry, John's going to the bathroom. He is bathrooming. So I'm just gonna talk about my turn. Ravage in the Sand. So what do these cards do? Dahan take no damage from ravaging invaders this turn. Generally not exciting because that basically means that will just blight, but I don't know, there's like 4 Dahan there, right? That would take out the city there. And as someone pointed out, if there are no cities on, well, we're not there yet, and we're 2 cards away from that. But if they take out the city and the town, that's 3 fear. And if we somehow have these Dahan survive and they take out the city, that's 5 fear. Plus there's 3 fear there and a fear off of this.
Figured it all out?
I'm just trying to think about how we could do this, or at least my end. I could replace a city with a town. However, that comes after they build. They're building in mountains and wetlands. Is that going to produce? Yeah, there's gonna be 2 more cities built, and that's slow as well.
We don't know what the next fear card is, do we?
The next one is a town destroys an explorer, a city destroys 2 explorers.
Which helps with ravages, right?
And it's each town, so it's actually like we're not even selecting it; they're just doing it.
Oh, so we actually should have sent that explorer into the sand, right? Because he's just gonna get killed. If we want to go back.
Yeah, we can go back. It's not.
There's not much. Yeah. So from the bottom there, send the explorer into the sand because he's gonna get wiped, and then bring the Dahan there as well. Whereas the other in the jungle, they're not.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, that still all makes sense.
Yeah, if we can do 11 fear and get rid of the 3 cities, which concealing shadows in D4 would result in a blight, but it would take out the city. Actually, it would result in 2 blight, but that doesn't really matter. And if you do some defense in D7, like if you do your thingamabobber doohickey. Yeah, so can we get rid of the city in D3? We can do 3 damage, right?
Oh, so you want to do this by the...
Or I can just replace it with a town and it's done.
Yeah, that's true. You have the replace these, right? They're so good.
I'm reclaiming.
And you can repeat it. Potentially.
Can I afford all that though? Because I have 4 energy. Defend 6. And yeah, those are the 2 cards I have to play, so that's fine. Right?
Okay. And you're gaining a card.
Yeah.
Potentially, so we can think about that. Right, so that would be replacing these 2 cities? Are there more cities?
D3.
Oh, here. So that you would, if you repeat it, that's 2 cities replaced, and then the Ravage takes care of.
True.
By blowing them up, basically, right?
Yeah.
And if we can generate, and by blowing up cities, it's 2 fear each. If I pretend blow up a city, it doesn't work, but it's.
Yeah, we do
fear.
have to generate 11 fear. That's the thing. That's the additional clause.
I mean, generating fear is kind of my game.
Yeah.
I do have not a lot of fear generation in my hand. I mean, I have some. This is 3 fear for this spot. 1 fear for this card. I would probably reclaim 1 at least.
I think Indomitable
Honestly,
Flame was the hope, or was part of what I was thinking.
Yeah, I would
the defense.
claim here. Yeah, if we want to like have these Dahan destroy the city here. So that's either place, I guess. You can reach like anywhere, right? With here, because it's like range 3 or whatever. From a sacred. It's range 3 from a sacred site, isn't it?
Yeah, I can reach it.
So you can reach here, but you can't reach this. But you can reach these 2. I would definitely replace this one. This one, the Dahan can like.
I mean, I can reach it with my special power, but I need the energy for that, which.
Oh right.
Let's see. So if I'm repeating this, right? So it'd have to be Winds of Rust, an elemental boon, and then I'd have no more energy. Yeah, so I can't reach it.
Yeah, so you can only reach 3 or 4.
Yeah, I'd have to play a 0 energy card, which. Oh wait, so if I do this. I wish I could just play cards and see what elements I have instead of having to select this, because then I can't rewind. But no, like, if I get a moon and a fire... but I would need the extra water off of you anyway.
You definitely have to play a water card. You might draw one from your card draw.
Well, okay, if I do Winds of Rust on D4, that doesn't need to be defended anymore. I don't know if that does anything, but...
Oh, sure. Yeah, and I can claim on D7.
Yeah.
And the Dahan will kill the city there.
And we also have the other sands that are doing terrible things, but...
There's no cities there. So basically, if you can repeat that, then when there's no cities... Actually, the cities will... You don't need to replace the city there, right? They'll kill the city, which is more fear than not killing. You know what I mean? Like, so replace the town instead so we get more fear. As long as we have
maximum fear. Yeah. I see what you mean.
Even if it blights, even if it takes your presence away, right? It doesn't matter. It's more fear.
All right. Well, I definitely have to reclaim in order for that to happen. So I'm definitely claiming a power card, and I'm definitely not getting a major power. So it's going to be minor anyway. So I'm just going to select this.
I have a useful 0 cost. I mean, you have free energy, but it doesn't super help.
Yeah, that's the only 0 energy, and that's not going to give me my
get fear off Visions of Fiery Doom if you can afford it.
And I would almost, I mean, that gives me my elements. That's like literally exactly what I would want.
It is basically a card themed after your spirit.
Well, I mean, like, if we just forget our repeat plan.
You don't need to repeat. Yeah, you only need to do that in D3, and then we can defend the other places. We don't even need to defend them. You can just use your one that protects the Dahan so they can fight back. Like, we don't care if it blights.
What's that? But points? But boy, no, I'm kidding. I don't care.
Okay, what points?
So
That's
Winds of
also
Rust
generating
on
fear.
Winds of Rust on D3, Concealing Shadows on D4, Visions of Fiery Doom for fear, because I don't have the innate. Well,
I can give you fire.
yeah, but I could. Yeah, I guess I was thinking I could also get that, but yeah, I just need the fire for that, and that's 2 fear. And
Yes,
that's
how much fear?
That's 3 fear. I get 4 fear, so you need 7.
You have 4 fear plus. So we're destroying this town and city. That's
2,
3 fear, right?
3.
2 for the city, 1 for that. So what are we up to? That's 7.
7, yeah.
We assume all this stuff here gets destroyed, or not all of it. I guess just the city. Say just the city. That's another 2 fear. We're up to 9. And I'm sure it can generate 2 fear with other things. So the question is, do I need to reclaim more than just Indomitable Claim? This is gonna blight whatever, but don't really care. This is gonna be ravaged after, so that we win before it ravages. Oh, it's not even ravaging this turn.
Right now.
So I just need to get claim back. So that's what I'm gonna do, and not gain a power card. I mean, it doesn't matter, does it?
Do you need the extra? Well, if you get an extra presence, you get the any, right? Which doesn't really do much, but hey, it's. Or no, you don't. Never mind.
I'll get it because I'll place it.
But if you claim, you get the any.
Yeah.
And you'll have the Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares board cleared.
Let's do this for now, and if we decide we need to do something else, we can go back.
Sure.
Sure, go there. 9 energy, okay. And let's just play things that do fear and make money. Also, I can defend with that if we want. Yeah. I have everything except an animal here, which I can just get right now. Yeah, I think we have the win.
All right, so let me just do this. Well, I mean, if you do this, we're gonna see a fear card.
Yeah, we could do that first.
But then we can't rewind. But we have it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
And then you have it. So you can get an element because I don't need any. Actually, I can't get to the. There's no way I can get to the thing on that.
Yeah, so I need a fire for Visions of Fiery Doom.
Push any number of whatever that's.
Yeah, so then fire. And that's there.
You don't need the really, but I mean that's the only thing that does anything. So.
Yeah.
All right. So wait. If we want, we cannot like that. We can also. I guess I could defend up here if you want this to not cascade for points.
I don't care about points. Just as long as we don't lose because we place too much blight, I guess, right? Because when do we win? It's after they finish the ravage? Or is it as soon as we flip the fear?
I could claim up here.
It's after, as soon as the fear card is revealed, right? Or the tier card is revealed?
Yeah, it would be at the ravage time, right, when they blow themselves up on that stuff. I'm gonna try this, and if it's not enough defend, then we'll go back. But it's gonna be a lot of defend. You can you vision the fire? Oh, you can't vision.
I don't have range.
You don't have any energy.
Yeah.
Right. But you can do this. Oh, you can't reach that. You were going to do that like here or here?
I was going to do it in D3. Because D4 needs the ravage to get rid of that city.
Yeah. I need to claim in the big one because it's too big.
But could you do basically the same trick but in B5 instead? Oh, but there's no Dahan there. Was that part of that?
Yeah, I need to have presence there for work.
I see.
I think.
Oh, Night Terrors, I see.
I could gain any element. I gain plant. yeah, I need to be, for my night terrors, I need to be there. So there's no point to me like doing that here for like, maybe, well, it's doing 6 damage. If you can get to 5 fear there, I don't think you can.
Oh wait, Visions of Fiery Doom, right? Because that's, I could
No,
also
just
push a
2 fear.
town.
Oh, so
Right?
you can push the town away.
And I have the presence there, so I can already target it.
Okay, so I mean, I don't have any other place to use Dread Apparitions on that makes any sense.
So let's just put it there, and then I will Visions of Fiery Doom that.
Right, push the town wherever.
Push the town into that wetlands. And now that's defended.
Oh, cool. Sure.
Then I do this there to turn the city away. And I can gather and explore. Does it matter where? That's 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's not blading. So yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't
I'll take that guy. Sure, why not?
Yeah, I'll generate more fear, and I can add 3 fear into this.
Wait, that gets us the terror level. I mean, yeah. So there we go.
Yeah, and
Now we just need to get rid of the cities.
Terror level, and we would have gotten it also when they blew up the cities.
Yeah, and now this levels up. Destroy all explorers and lands with towns and cities. Each city destroys a town in this land.
Huh? That just happens all over the board. And that causes fear, right? When they plans get destroyed. Yep.
Each player may push any number from one land.
Yeah, so we each get to do this once.
Each player may push any number from one. It doesn't even have any restriction on that. Jeez. Okay, well, I mean,
so
it doesn't change anything.
We could have defended that 4 because now there's only 5 damage. So it's actually not going to double blight. That's fun. It doesn't really matter unless there's a place you want to send them. It doesn't matter.
Welcome to Terror 3.
Just for skip.
I mean,
like, there's literally nowhere that it can matter, right? All you can push that, but we can choose the order of the Ravage, right? So if you want to push the B3 town away so it won't do anything, feel free.
Can we stop a build with this?
Yes.
Yes.
Many builds.
Push any number from any land. Jesus.
Yeah, so we get to choose because there's going to be a cascade, and also the game can tell that we can win if we choose it right. So
the island has become blighted. At the start of each invader phase, each spirit forgets a power or destroys a presence. Oh well.
Oh well, we win.
All right. I guess I haven't seen too many tier 3 effects. I think most of our victories were in tier 1 or 2.
Mostly in tier 2. It's very rare to win in tier 1. I think I did in that speed lightning game that I played while you were, I don't know, reading the internet while we were on stream or whatever was happening. I can't remember.
I think I was narrating it. I was like, there's 10 minutes left. Do you want to do a speed game? You're like, sure. And then I did that.
Yeah.
DF says our victories have mostly been tier 2. All right.
50 points. I think that's not a high score for us, right?
No, I feel like we had 53. So I feel like I mentioned
almost...
that was close to 54.
Yeah.
Which, given my history, is important. 10 for victory, 30 for difficulty, 8 for the 4 remaining invader cards, 5 for the 11 surviving Dahan, and -3 for the 6 blight.
Right, so we would have to take a 2 more blight to...
Yeah.
53 last week. Sure. Yeah,
and
last week
the
was also
Dahan we lost did lower our point by 1.
Oh no. Well, we didn't have any way to add new Dahan. We didn't take the card that does that, and that's alright. that was pretty great. I've noticed that as the difficulty goes up, the games are getting longer.
Yeah, because there's a lot more that we have to consider. Like,
Yeah.
the 6 damage we had to specially prevent. The extra city means that we have 4 cities to begin with instead of 2. The extra damage means that we keep forgetting how much damage towns and cities do.
That's something we're planning to add, is like have it show you like how much damage is going to happen, so you don't have to calculate it.
And when we next play Sweden on Sweden 5, when ravaging adds at least 1 blight to a land, also add 1 town to an adjacent land without a town or a city.
That seems fun. I don't think I've ever played that. Sweden 4 is the highest I've played, and that was on a dare from the chat, as I mentioned before.
But hey, I didn't think like a month ago or so that I would be playing Sweden 4 and feeling confident in myself.
It's true.
It's like,
I mean,
no,
we
I don't want to play this. This is scary. But now I'm starting to get a hang of things, and it's
we handled that really well. We literally only blighted the moment we won, right? So
yeah, it's pretty exciting. And if you want to see what my desk looks like with all the cards I've been putting there, just so I wouldn't have to keep looking at them on the table, that's what it looks like. And let's lower that a little bit. Yeah, there you go. That worked pretty well, I felt like.
Did that help out, having the cards?
A little bit. As evidenced by the times I kept talking about cards without pulling them up on screen.
That's true.
But I was better able to get a visual
player.
on the symbols, I felt like, so that was nice. All right.
Cool.
This was the one card you forgot, by the way, which I guess makes sense because it's the card you would want to forget anyway. Call on Midnight Stream.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can't see your video, so.
I know. But if you're watching the Twitch stream, you would have seen it.
I'm not.
Sweden 6 is the big gap. Is the big jump. During setup, add a town and a blight to land 8. The blight comes from the box, not the blight card. Oh, interesting. Well, that's good news, because otherwise we would get a blighted island earlier, but the extra town on land 8.
Yeah, I mean, Mining 5 or Sweden 5 doesn't do anything if you can prevent them from blighting the land, which you can't always, but like, and it's not like all blights, it's only ravaged blights, so you can.
Right, yeah. I could still do my thing. Or not my thing, but add a blight out of my own fruition.
Cool. So next
if I
time,
didn't tell you what a bluff, I was already memorizing the. I mean, I partially did this to start working towards memorizing the cards, really, because I had to dig them out of my box, which, when I say dig, I mean it was like right there. I had to open the box. But yeah, it's at least motivation to get it out and start studying them a little more intently.
In the chat, there's a link to the Spirit Island card catalog that is a handy reference to pull up whenever you want to.
Oh, interesting.
It is unofficial, but very nice. So recommended.
Does it have all the expansions as well?
Yeah, you can type in,
yeah.
it has core game in, but you can type in, I believe, like base or core, and it will only show you the base game. I think base is what
I mean, I just like looking at seeing what's coming up. You know?
Yeah. There's also event cards that aren't in there yet. It's a new type of card.
Yeah. That would be exciting to add.
Yeah, we're going to be... England isn't in the game yet, but that's something we want to get to pretty soon. Next week, we might have 4 players, depending on if I can play or not, which I'll be moving apartments, so I'm not totally sure yet. We'll see.
Yeah, I think our goal is to have Frenzy and Jeff Dugan join.
Yeah.
And
so
it's just
I
a matter of
may
John.
not be able to join.
If John can't join, there is an open 4th slot for anyone that wants to claim it. We have the 20,000 point reward that you can claim for those of you that have been watching the Twitch streams diligently and have been gaining points through your constant viewership.
So if you do get a guest like who can join for sure, then by all means I will not join, and but I'll be back the following week from my new apartment. Hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah. Well, either way, we should hopefully have a fourth player. If not, I will feel really bad, and I'll just be the fourth player myself. So I'll have twice the screen time and half the intelligence,
Power.
and quadruple the analysis paralysis.
Yeah.
I mean, if you watched Dolphins Dive on Thursday, you got to see me play this game solo. If you don't like my exchange with John, I guess, because, you know, he has his ideas, I have my ideas. We're not really that violent like Jeremy and John sometimes, but I played a solo game, and I could, I guess, tell you what the game was. It was, I don't remember what boards.
Twitch plays fourth player. I'm sure that would go fine.
But what
Can you imagine?
It was Ocean, it was Vital Strength, and we were playing in Rituals of Terror. So that was, I got pretty like slogged down trying to figure out, like, performing the ritual was pretty difficult because I didn't have all the Dahan movement I wanted, and I kept like having so many other things I needed to do, but
it worked out in the end.
It worked out. We got 6 fear cards or whatever in one turn. So that was a fun cool. Fun happening.
I feel like Rituals of Terror would be really fun with Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares, to like line up like a big bomb of fear cards that you know what they're going to do, so you could like arrange exactly what's going to come.
Exactly.
It would take a while. Like you could certainly like analysis paralysis on it, but like you could do some really fun stuff with it.
You definitely would have had a much easier time with that in this game, because Shadows Flicker Like Flames could move 4 Dahan at once, and with your Indomitable Claim, you could have easily added presence wherever we needed it for the Ritual of Terror. But yeah, knowing what all the fear cards we're getting off of the Ritual of Terror does change. Like, do we do the ritual now, or do we wait because this fear card's not really the best for us? Or this fear card does this. Do we need that this turn? You know?
Yeah. You end up just never doing it because you want it to be the best.
Shadows Flicker Like Flame with Dahan Insurrection. Where after Dahan moved, Dahan deals damage. After town or city is destroyed, basically they get replaced with an explorer or town. And the victory levels are based off of, there are no lands with town cities outnumbering Dahan. There's fewer than 1 land or per player where town cities outnumber Dahan. But if there are less than 2 Dahan per player left alive, yeah, but we wouldn't have met that this game, so that was fine. Yeah, that would have been interesting for sure. Insurrection versus Sweden 4, no. No, not at all.
Someday.
I mean, well, yeah, I mean, we'll definitely, like, I did Rituals of Terror solo, but comboing things with adversaries is possible now.
Big difficulty numbers.
I mean, I shouldn't say it's possible. It was always possible, but I mean, I'm not unwilling to do it because I already played all the scenarios solo, so I've already seen what it's like. Like, basically, like what I'm doing with this stream, and also partially what I'm doing for my own sake, is just doing this all one at a time. So each of these adversaries we've been leveling up one at a time. We played base Sweden, we played Sweden 1, Sweden 2, Sweden 3, Sweden 4, just so that, you know, I won a game against Sweden 3 and all that. But playing Sweden 4 versus Rituals of Terror, I would rather play Rituals of Terror solo, just so I know how Rituals of Terror goes. But now I can play Rituals of Terror comboed with Sweden whatever, because now I know how Rituals of Terror works. It's just another set of rules. All of these are extra sets of rules. And that's what makes the game interesting, really. Like, when I first played, I was always doing no adversary, no scenario. And I was thinking, oh gosh, this is a fun game. If only there was more I could do. Oh yeah, adversaries, doy.
Yeah, like on Sentinels you get advanced and challenge and everything too,
So what, Brandenburg, Prussia 6 and Dahan Insurrection is the highest difficulty we can get?
I think England is higher.
Oh, is maybe, it? But, at least for what we have available right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could rotate them to have a long
It's unofficial, but like different island configurations are harder, but they're not like totally specified. That might be something we're able to add to the difficulty calculation at some point. You can like make a really tall island with 4 players by doing that. Oh, I think you're dropping it on the. Should work.
There we go.
Trickiness there, I guess.
There's our tall island.
That's something Ocean likes, but the other spirits maybe not so much.
Ocean would have such great view of the land.
Yeah. All right, I think I'm gonna call it a night.
I'm done too. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this stream. Be sure to check us out every Saturdays for more Spirit Island Saturdays. We'll be continuing this, or at least I will be continuing this for the foreseeable future, at least through summer. In the fall, if I somehow, for whatever reason, don't have teaching still because of the coronavirus situation, then I'll probably just keep streaming forever. If streaming is now my future. But I'll probably actually need to get some other job if that happens. But yeah, it's fun streaming every Saturday. It's been fun doing this with John. Been fun getting to know Spirit Island in and out when like 3 months ago I knew nothing about how the game worked. So it's been a quite fun learning experience, and it will keep on going. Check us out every Monday for On Deck with Pirate Savvy and Dover, brother-sister duo that like to get achievements in Sentinels of the Multiverse and One Deck Dungeon and Aeon's End. Check us out every Tuesday for Handelabra Live with John and sometimes Jeremy for demoing content before it is publicly available. Do you want to announce, or not announce, but talk about what's coming out next week?
Yeah, we have announced that the expansion for Aeon's End, first expansion, the Nameless, is coming out on Wednesday. So watch out for that. I will be, I'm sure, playing it on Tuesday. It has 2 new Nemesis and a new Mage and a bunch of new player cards. The update also has customization, so cosmetic updates, so you can choose a new background or card sleeves or things like that and make it look a little different, and that's pretty fun. So yeah, we're pretty excited to get that out and for everyone to try out. And yeah, we're also working on more Spirit Island stuff. Lots of stuff going on.
Great. Every Thursday at 7 is Dolphins Dive with myself, LewdDolphin. I like to dive into games strategically. I've been playing Sentinels of the Multiverse and Spirit Island and One Deck Dungeon down Aeon's End on alternate weeks. This past week was Spirit Island and Sentinels of the Multiverse. Next week will be One Deck Dungeon and Aeon's End, and we'll hopefully line up with the Aeon's End Nameless expansion release, so we'll get to have some Nameless content for you. Although I could just play the beta version and cheat that way.
It'll be available.
We'll have it at that point, yeah. And then the coming week, the 2 weeks from then, will then be the monthly Oblivion match. So that's the next 2 weeks of Dolphins Dive. Saturdays, Spirit Island Saturdays, as we mentioned, and Sundays is Tales from the Archive with another letdown who likes to storytell Sentinels or play with some special weird challenge conditions like Legacy cannot deal damage or whatever. But this is LewdDolphin. Below me is John, and thank you all for watching. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching.